Hey everyone, Tarekith here, and I just wanted to do a quick overview video of the Elektron ECC-2 carry bag. This is designed to carry your machine drum, your mono machine, or your Octatrack. I know it's not the most exciting thing to review, but it's kind of pricey. It costs about $130 for each one of these, and I know when I was considering buying mine, I just couldn't find a lot of good pictures online or videos showing what it looked like more in real life. There's just a few pictures on the Elektron website. And since I've got mine, I've had quite a few people ask me how much space it has, what do I like, what don't I like about it. So I wanted to put together just a quick video to kind of show people what it is, so if you're thinking about buying one, you have a little more idea what to expect. So with that, here it is. This is the ECC-2. Like I said, this will hold the mono machine, the machine drum, or the Octatrack. It comes with the protective lid for your gear as well. This is like a clear plastic. It just snaps on the front of the whichever box you have. There's nothing really to hold it in place. It's kind of a tight, like a snug fit. We'll talk about more about this again in a second here. But so here's the bag, and once you put the cover on, you can slide. In this case, the Octatrack goes right inside. There's a little bit of room. It's a pretty snug fit, but there's a little bit of room on top here for cables or maybe the power supply if you wanted to put those there and not in this front pouch. Overall, this thing's built really, really well. It's super sturdy. It's like a tough corduroy. It's just like some thicker material inside here to get a little bit more impact protection and kind of help hold its shape. It's really well made. Like, I don't have any faults with how sturdy it is. I think this will hold up for years and years of gigging or just traveling around with. There's also a little carry pouch in the front here. And this is kind of divided into different sections. Inside there's more storage compartments. There's like a larger Velcro pouch, a smaller Velcro pouch, and then on the inside of the flap there's like this zippered mesh panel you can store things in. I've used this gigging a few times, and I've been able to fit all the cables I need, all my power supplies, my extra flash cards, just a couple other things. I actually have backups of all my cables I can fit in here, so it's not huge, but there's enough storage I found for your average gig setup. In addition to that, it does have an adjustable shoulder strap that's padded as well. Mine's all twisted up right now, but you get the idea. One thing I do like about these is that the backs are almost totally flat. I have two of these, one for my machine drum and one for my Octatrack, and because the backs are flat, I can put them back to back, throw it over my shoulder, and it's pretty easy to carry. Although Elektron, if you're listening, I'd still love to see a bag that carries two boxes. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, nothing terribly complex here about this bag. Do I think it's worth the money? Yeah, I think so. It's custom made, it's padded really well. It's about as small as it could be and still offer the protection I think something like these expensive boxes deserve. One thing I did mention here is that the padding inside the bag on the sides and the bottom, it's actually Velcro in, so you can remove it. So I guess if you wanted to clean it or if you needed just a little bit more storage space, you could do that as well, which I think is a nice touch. I do have a couple small wish lists for this. For starters, there's no handle on the very top of the bag, I mean, other than the strap, but I find a lot of times I get to a gig and I'm trying to move my bags around or stuff like that, and there's no really easy way to grab this other than picking up this long strap and then it's dragging on the ground. So I've got some other equipment bags for some of my other gear that is custom made, and one thing they have that I always find really useful is just like a small handle on top. Not a huge deal, but it's one of those things I keep going to reach for and it's not there, and this is kind of a slipperier material, so again, not a gigantic problem, but if they ever did redesign this, I'd love to see like just a small handle on top, in addition to the strap. The other problem I have is with this hard cover. It just snaps in place, like I said, and because I have two of these, I have one from a machine drum and one from Octatrack. I've noticed that one of these covers will not fit in the Octatrack no matter what I do. I don't know if there's some slight tolerance differences there, if it's just the case itself is warped just a little bit. But it's a pretty snug fit, and for whatever reason, one of mine doesn't actually fit the Octatrack, although both of them fit the machine drum. So if you get one of these, check it out with your, whatever you're going to put it on, a mono machine or machine drum, Octatrack, whatever. Make sure it fits in place, and if not, maybe you have to talk to Elektron. Maybe they can send you another one. I'm not really sure if it's the fault of the Octatrack itself, or just maybe there's just some slight warpage in the case itself that happened during shipping. But for whatever reason, one of these cases I just cannot get to fit on there. It won't snap in place the way it's supposed to. So a minor complaint. Otherwise, I really like this Deck Saver style lid. It's great being able to get to a gig and set up all my gear and put these on and know that I don't have to worry about someone spilling something accidentally. Or even in the studio, it makes a great simple dust cover too, to keep dust off your equipment when you're not using it. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show people what they're getting when you get an ECC-2. I believe right now they're actually giving these away for free when you purchase any one of their machines, the Octatrack machine drum or the mono machine. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but it's definitely a good deal if you get it for free. I mean, you can't complain. It's really well made, and other than the slight problem with one of these lids, I've had no complaints whatsoever. I've used them quite a bit over the last few weeks for a bunch of different gigs, and they've held up great. I even got stuck in the rain for a while, unfortunately, and all my gear stayed dry inside there. I mean, I wouldn't say it's waterproof or want to stay outside for a long time in the rain, but it came in very handy, not having to worry about rather expensive boxes like this getting wet through no fault of my own. Anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email, or you can just put it in the comments here on the YouTube channel, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks.